So here's my list for the 10 most rewatchable rom-coms. Number 10, one of my mom's favorites, Mannequin. When I was a kid, we went and saw this in the movies, and Hollywood was one of our favorite characters of all time. And who can forget the song? It's in the new Thunderbolts trailer. It's still that good. Number 9, The Proposal. This one, Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock. It's hilarious, but Betty White steals the show. A lot of people have seen this, but this is one of those you can rewatch over and over again. You know the plot, you know the story, but always puts you in a good mood. At number 8, Romancing the Stone. This is such a good movie. Jewel in the Nile, the sequel, is good also. And in the same little universe, you got War of the Roses. That could be the future, what came of everything after they, finally found all the treasure. Always worth a watch. And not to mention Billy Ocean's song for the second one. At number 7, one I can watch over and over again, One Crazy Summer, John Cusack, Demi Moore. Now, I was going to put Grosse Point Blank on this list, but I'm actually going to save it for another list. That's another John Cusack movie that I've always loved. Romantic comedy, just offbeat. But this is one of those movies that gets buried in every algorithm. Every time I look it up, it's way on the list, at the bottom of the list on Tubi. But it's definitely worth a watch, and you can watch it over and over again. It holds up today. At number 6, the classic Roxanne, Steve Martin. This is one of the funniest movies that came out at that time, and it still holds up. A lot of the gags still hold up. A lot of the political jokes in there still hold up, even for this day and age. If you've never seen it, it's worth a watch. At number 5, we got a Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore classic, Blended. This is one you could watch over and over again. Terry Crews alone makes it worth a watch every time he pops up. All the tribe people around there that are helping them at the camp, when they're making fun of them, the kids and their hilarity, especially the boys. It is a funny movie, and you can watch it over and over again with the whole family. One everybody's seen, number 4, Princess Bride, all-time classic. You got sword fighting, you got humor, you got a romance story, you got a grandpa reading to his kid. What more could you ask for? Now, number 3, The Sweetest Thing with Cameron Diaz. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. It is so well written. One of the writers for South Park, female writer, I can't remember her name, I'll put it right here. She wrote the script for it, and this movie has more gags than I've ever seen in any romantic comedy. It's kind of like a romantic comedy South Park episode. But also, this movie is the reason why I look up food labels, because of anal leakage. At number 2, another John Cusack classic, Better Off Dead. You can't make this movie anymore. These type of movies, you can't make it. What the topic of this movie is about, I can't even say it, or the whole video gets pulled down. But one of the funniest movies in the world. You should definitely check it out. And guess what? You can actually see it free for, anybody to see unrestricted on YouTube, which is bananas. I know I'm about to catch a lot of slack for this one, but my all-time favorite comedy, romantic comedy, is Wedding Singer. That's my number 1. Always will be. It's classic. It's got Billy Idol in it. Set in the 80s, and it's set in the good 80s, not the hood 80s I grew up in, like the fantasy 80s. I always watched TV and was like, man, I wish I lived in that neighborhood. It was set in that 80s. So it's a great movie, nostalgic for people my age, older, and everybody's probably seen it, but if you haven't, you should definitely give it a watch.
Only I say.
I've got a little microphone.